I thank God for every day that I live to see. Because when I was a child growing up, nothing of what my life is today seemed likely. But it never stopped me from dreaming, from wanting the fantasy of better. And yes, there were destructive elements which tried to hold me down and hold me back. And there were many times when I grew tired and weary, reaching the brink of giving up, but I never did. I survived the poverty of which I was born into. I survived the violence that I was exposed to. I survived by not being the failure I was expected to be. I survived when I became a brand new me. This is the filmmaking of my story, Survived.
There he is. Oh. You like the hanky? I know you're looking forward to the hanky.
Yes. It looks
But
very
that's not
good.
finished, but
Yeah, no, but it still looks good. Taking it to the office.
Uncle.
Missus.
I noticed a typo in that video there.
Really? Which one?
Slave labour.
Oh, there's no B. Oh,
But you can't do it again.
can't do it again, but it's okay. It may get spoiled anyway, you know.
I just noticed that. I'm sure you gave it to me.
Usually, you're the proofreader. My wife is an artist, but she's also my best friend and my partner in everything that I do. So she involves me in her work, and I involve her equally in mine. In regards to the filmmaking and the documentary, my wife is my assistant planner. Still being alive, which is the ultimate definition of survived. I'm happy to have made it this far, to have had a family of my own, to have children of my own, to have relationships with my children. But what's most important is whether the people who read the story can follow the story. Documentary, it does require money. It does require backers, unless you can independently finance yourself. But to do a motion picture in which we are trying to actually do with Survive does require backers. And so the whole purpose of us doing the documentary is to put it out there to let people see where we're actually going with the story. And this particular film that we're doing right now, this is actually, interestingly, it's a documentary of us making a documentary. Hopefully, with all of this, it will bring us some success to have a decent film out of it. Well, in our documentary, we want to have actual real life scenes and then maybe cut to some actual whatever. I'm happy with the way my life has turned out. I'm thankful for the peace and serenity which I have found. I look back at my past and I compare it with my present, with the appreciation of every day. I am thankful for my escape and all the support that I have received along the way. I embrace life as a wholesome gift, all its nature and unfolding new days.
Men are okay. Men don't need to dress up. Men just need to have a tuxedo and a black bow tie with a premiere.
Jay is the mini-me, the junior me, the one that criticizes me, the one that annoys me, the one that keeps me on my toes. I like to have him participate in everything that I do.
going to do with this? Because it's been heated twice.
Usually when we're at home, 9 times out of 10, survived, the topic of survived will come up. I eat survive, I read survive, I wake up discussing what other thing that we can do to make this story known. So, and then what's left in the pot will be yours.
Okay. But mine and mom's.
Yours.
So that basically means in reality.
You can put that in real life as well, yes.
Wait, so that means in reality, if dad turns bad, me and you turn bad.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yes. Stefan is a friend of mine that I can always call on whenever time I needed some help. And I called up Stefan and asked him if he could fill in. So Stefan and I decided that we could do together. Actually, it was my boys, in Ordorf that actually secured the premises for us to do the photo shoot. One of them worked at a fitness center and, had the permission to use it. It was over in Ordorf. I did call up my girl Aliyah to ask her if she could participate in it, and she said no problem. So this is me picking up Aliyah right there. That's her at the train station waiting. Eventually we made it, picked her up, and decided to head over to the gym. So it was my first time at a fitness center. It was a great location. It was good seeing the boys again. I hadn't seen them in a very long time. We hadn't seen each other in maybe a year and a half, but we've always kept in touch. We've always been on the phone, whether by social network, one way or another. So it was good catching up. We took a few minutes of catching up, me introducing everyone to everyone. The gathering was basically everybody came together to support me and my project. Not everyone knew everyone, so I had to introduce, in particularly I had to introduce Aliyah. She was new to the circle, so I had to let her know the boys and let the boys know who she was. But we all were there for the same purpose. We had that in common. I took a lot of baseball caps so everyone could have their own baseball cap for the shoot. Stefan already had met these boys, so it was easy to fit in. Stefan was ready to do the pictures. I took the role of being a photo director. I guess I knew what I wanted to use to promote the documentary, so it was just for me to visualize it in my head and then tell the guys what I like, and they were ready for me. The great thing about having good friends is, when everything else fails, you can always call on them. They'll come out and they'll support you, and it's free. It doesn't cost me a penny. It just costs me time to be there with them. And, I love these guys so much because they believe in the Survived project, and they came out to support me and to take the pictures and giving me all the rights and permission to do what I want to do with them, how I want to do it. Just, everything to make Survived work. So at the photo shoot, everybody bonded in, everybody blended. It was all about Survived. Aliyah made herself comfortable, all the boys were there. They made her comfortable. She was the only female on the shoot that particular day, so we did our best to make her as comfortable as possible. She made it good. I can't complain. She was the queen for the day, and Stefan did his magic with his camera, and I just have to be very much appreciative to him. The pictures were great. They all came out great. I used a lot of them to promote the book. And as usual, there's always banters when we get together, so we had to have a laugh, but, it's all in the name of fun, nothing too serious. If we don't have banters, I guess the whole meeting would just be boring. So it was a fun day. You know, the boys came out and I'm very much appreciative, and it's all about making this documentary work. You know, Alia came out, Stefan came out, myself was there, and it was just a wonderful day. Yeah, I really liked it. Okay. Well, that's good. You know, well, I'm happy anyway. You know, and Hope is, you know, she's head over heels with ultrasound. You know, yeah. But that's it.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea that he's actually making a movie from a book. I've read many a good book in my time that have actually been brought to life by making it into a movie. It just brings the whole book to life. It makes it seem real to you. It makes you feel part of it. I've read Survived. I think it's a great book. It's about a boy making his way to a man with all the trials and tribulations along the way and all the hardships. Actually loved it. So I really can't wait to see it in the form of a movie. Hope I'm in the front seat to watch it.
Well, the work that my dad's been doing is great. I'm very proud of him for doing things like this. And also I get a lot of popularity at school. The movie, I can't wait for it. He said I might get an acting part, and so I can, you know, be a little more into his book and movie and stuff like that. The advertisement's going very well. It just needs a little time. But that's the thing, you know, I'm not a very patient person, so I like to get like things now. But he says he's been doing a lot of advertisement recently. Like, he's going to be in the paper soon, so go and read that. And, you know, I'm just glad that my father's an author, you know. Not a lot of people get to, you know, get that chance to live with someone like an author or person with such, you know, royalty in a way. He's been teaching me a lot of things. I got a lot of lessons from him and teachings from him. He's making me into a good man, which I like. He's a very fun person. You know, he can be serious at times, but he's a very fun person. So, yeah.
This is Ali in the building, talking about the book Survive. I read it, it's a good story, the fact, and I'm happy it's a Jamaican doing it. Documentary, I'm happy about it, and the movie coming soon, so check it out.
Comprate tutti il libro Survived, è una storia bellissima, una storia vera, fra poco uscirà il film Survived.
Survived. Könnt das Buch lesen, ist super. Ich will nicht viel verraten, aber es ist eine gute Geschichte. Es ist eine wahre Geschichte, wahre Wörter. Also kauft euch das Buch und von dem Buch gibt es dann noch einen Film und der wird super.
I'm one of the fortunate people to have read the book entitled Survived, Raw and Unedited. When I started to read the book, I found it very interesting and it very much captivated me and made me hungry to find out what was going to happen next. I just couldn't put the book down. I can't wait to see if there's going to be a part 2 to this story. In the actual fact, I would love to see it being made into a film or even a documentary.
Of course, I'm excited about the film becoming a documentary. It's my pride, it's my joy to have written the book. I wrote the book for myself, obviously, and I plan to use the story of the book to give to the world, so to speak, as a gift. Now that we're working on a documentary, it's a very exciting time for me. I'm looking forward to it. The documentary, hopefully, the plan is to get people that's mentioned in the book to participate by, you know, mini shots of interviews or their feedback and what they think about the book turning into a film, or what they think about the book becoming a documentary before it becomes a film. Now we're actually in the making of it, and everything is looking good. Everything is on the up and up. For the documentary, I think that we'll swing that with a breeze in regards to the financing the documentary and bringing it to production. The film, however, if I'm gonna sell the story, I want to sell the story properly, and I don't want to sell the story in a halfish way. So I'm not going big budget for the film, but I don't want to go low budget either. So I want to be somewhere in the middle, and it's the Angel Saint production house along with Jato Production, and at the moment we're just trying to merge with some other producers or some other investors to make Survive Raw and Unedited to become a film. That would just be the Plymouth of the whole thing. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's a wrap. I'm liking what's going on. I'm enjoying it. I'm learning as I go along. I'm an author. I don't know much about filming and production and film editing and so on. So I'm learning as I'm going along, and I'm enjoying it. And I look forward to see the documentary, and look even more forward to seeing the film. Yeah.
What you know about hardships when life seems to deal a bad hand? Just me and my shadow, all alone as I stand in a space full of darkness. That's when I hear your voice so clear. Holy Spirit, bring me comfort, whisper in my ear. Time's moving forward, memories from the past. Think about my future, how long it will last. Have a heart full of gold, all I know is to keep pushing. When things get steep and out of hand, I use them as my cushion. Everybody's got their own path in search of peace of solitude. I hate religion, about relation to reach the multitude. Half of you pastors, clowns, and actors, ones I present. You need to quit your foolery, get off that pulpit. I'm in the trenches while you cease to lie and entertain. On the block with the ones who hurt and deal with pain. Instinct survival, hell on earth, but you don't know about that. Deceiving many in your church to make your pockets fat. Minority facing injustice in each and every town. Either the fathers get involved or we gon' burn it down. We've had enough and seen a lot throughout these many years. Ancestors turning in their grave by crying plenty tears. Pain.
We need a leader, Black Moses, I'll be that one to change. We need a leader, Black Moses, I'll be that one to change. We need a leader, Black Moses, I'll be that one to change. We need a leader, Black Moses, I'll be that one to
work hard on your job and still get treated like a slave. Blood, sweat, and tears until you buried in that rotten grave. Now that's pressure to a nigga trying to maintain. While the mothers pulling triggers with no perfect aim. Innocent babies dying without a single chance at life. Black people come on with this violence, gotta get it right. This is our time to shine and show them what we're really made. No longer title thug, you see us call a spade a spade. We ain't gon' let with Martin Luther talk just die in vain. We need a leader, Black Moses, I'll be that one to change. To help the guide the hopeless out the wilderness. With wisdom from the Lord to be my only wish. Vision of an eagle with the courage of a lion. No longer have to struggle, we shall one day get to Zion. Until that very day I vow and plead to give them hope, so we can find a better way to cope, cause all we ever know is pain.
We need a leader, Black Moses, I'll be that one to change.